Hi folks, Mike Pizzine here, and welcome to Thursday Night via Supercars America's Week 8. And it finally dawned on me I should put the results and everything on that side of the screen so that my face cam doesn't cover it up. Yeah, Week 8 of the season. We are at Sonoma Raceway, the other road course that NASCAR goes to. I've always really enjoyed racing here. This is a fun track. It's really intense. There's biggest thing, I feel like I say this all the time, there's no long straightaway for you to sit down and think about your next move. You're constantly setting yourself up for the next turn or, the next gear shift or whatever. It's a crazy busy track. Results-wise, it's been kind of spotty for me. Biggest thing is it's really difficult to pass around this place, at least with these cars. There's a couple of good opportunities, but if you don't have the ability to really get a nose in on somebody, if all you could do is just kind of keep up with them and just kind of show them, slide off in their mirrors or something like that, you really don't have much of a chance. So it's all going to be about qualifying, which I'm already screwed, and just not making mistakes, because it's difficult to move forward, but it's real easy to slide back. So let's see how we come out of qualifying, and I'll decide how we're going to go for tonight, what we're going to go for. Oh, we're starting 6th. That's a quick grid.
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is over. Half the field is on the grid.
That feels low, but that's what the calculator says. Also, I'm what? Car number 13 out of 14? Hopefully we can bring that number up. Yeah, so I'm starting 6th.
5 cars left the grid.
I said I'd predict where I'm going to finish. Maybe a top 5. Hopefully not a wreck. We did that last week. No wrecking, please.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid. Green, green, green. Right side. Still there, hold your line. Clear. Car on your left. Stay on the right. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear. side. Keep to the right. Clear on the left. Right side. Still there. Clear on the right. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
We're pitting early because I'm faster than that guy, but I can't get around him, so we're going to try and undercut him. I don't know what my tires are going to look like at the end of the race, but hopefully I can hold him off.
That's it, go! Leaders at the start-finish line. Now. The car in front is pitting. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Car on your left. Clear on the left. leader's pitting now. Car right. Keep to the left. Still there. Clear. Got 10 laps to go. Car right. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right. 5 laps to go. Things are looking good. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. Let's go. Going to need rubber soon, take it easy now. Last lap. about 2 laps of fuel left.
Okay.
There's the flag. It's over. Good job. Very good job.
I heard you one anyway from Watkins Glen when I hit you at Roman, so we'll call it square. I was more concerned about not letting Renato get to the back of this. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2. Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in. 1.
Oh, I was forgetting something. I did that whole race with the radio turned off. Oh, man. Well, it was a good plan on paper. Oh. I felt... Okay, first of all, I got swamped on the opening lap. I just could not get by myself and in a rhythm, and I'm just watching car go by and car go by, and I'm trying. I think what eventually did it is we were going down the hill. That first little dip in what is it, like turn 3, 4, something like that. And I had to jump on the brakes because the guy in front of me slowed down, and the front end locked up, and the whole car just like shifted over exactly one lane. And I'm like, I'm really glad there was nobody to my right when it did that. As soon as it went sideways, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna door the hell out of somebody. No, there was no car there, and I just kind of kept going. Yeah, I lost a ton of positions on the opening 2 laps. Finally got settled into a rhythm behind. I think that was Joey Mitchell, and he had pace, but I felt like I was easily able to keep up with, or maybe not even keep up with him, but definitely keep him in sight. And I was seeing him make mistakes. He'd wag the rear end, or he'd run wide, or take a weird hop off of a curb or something like that. So at that point, I'm waiting for the mistake that's going to get me by, and I thought I even had a couple of them, and they just didn't pan out. I know one of them was going across the back where we go across the shutdown lane for the drag strip. He got all out of shape in that turn, and I just started grabbing gears really quick. It's like, I gotta get to the next, because that next turn is that real slow first, second gear right-hander before you get onto the back S's section. So it's just, I gotta get there first, and no, he managed to shut the door on me, so I settled back in behind him. And after a while, I started considering doing an undercut. Um, and then it became a matter of determining which lap it was going to be on. I wasn't at my pit window yet, but as time went on, it I started to ask myself the question: okay, even if I do undercut him, if I'm losing time as fast as I think I'm losing time in the current situation, it's better to undercut or better to pit for the undercut like as soon as possible, because otherwise I'm just not going to have the distance to, there. I'll definitely get him, but if there's any chance that I could get anyone running in front of us, it's evaporating with every lap. So like as soon as the pit window opened, I pitted the car. And at that time, I think I was running eighth. Um, and it's like, yeah, if I can get seventh out of this, cool. But just anything. I'm trying to make progress because what I was doing wasn't working. The fear then is I'm gonna run like 2/3 of the race on the same set of tires. And man, you guys are watching me drive this thing. This thing is all over the place. Not in a bad way, but there's lots of slipping and sliding going on, and these tires don't. That in this car at least, they only put up with that for so long. So, but it's like, oh, on the other hand, it's like it's really tough to pass at this track. So even if the tires do go away, and I have, even if the tires do go away, if I could just keep the car wide enough and have just a huge pile up behind me, as long as I can keep them there, I don't really care. So yeah, I came out of the pit stop and I had Trent behind me, and I don't know where he was before the pit stop. He had to have been somewhere in our vicinity at the time that I pitted. I don't know where he came from, but he started like 3 seconds back, and I think a lap after the pit stop I looked down and now he's like 2 seconds back, and now he's like a second and a half back. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a problem. But it kind of worked. We passed Joey, and I think I saw like 3 or 4 other cars. No, it might not even been that much. Probably 2 or 3 other cars on the pit lane when those guys all did their pit cycle. So I'm like, hey, this is gonna work. And I think at the end of that lap, I was running like 6th or 7th. So it's like, all right, first part of the plan works. Now I just got to bring it home. Well, yeah. Then Trent really laid into me. And then Joey caught up with us, and they're both going after. We're all going after each other, and I tried to hold Trent off going again into that really slow right hand turn before you get onto the back section of onto the back section of the course. And he just got a nose in, and I had to give it to him because that corner is dead flat and it's so tight. I heard the spotter call out car right, and I'm like, yep, that's going to be Joey. So, again, fucking mad panic, gas the thing, just get going in a straight line as fast as you can. Managed to get Joey behind me, but I think he did basically the same move, either in that turn or coming into the hairpin. Just got a nose in next to me before I had a chance to close the line off, and there was nothing I could do. So by this point, Cam Porter has caught up with us, and I'm like, well, if I could just stay ahead of Cam, because I love racing with Cam, but I don't beat that guy enough. So it's like, if I could just stay ahead of Cam, and by now the car is the tires are starting to hurt, and we've still got like 10 to go. I at like the 10 to go, I look down, it's like we got 10 laps left. Oh my god, this is gonna suck. And I just gave it just the tiniest little bit too much at the top of the hill at the start of the lap. So that would be, turn 2, I guess? Yeah, the first right-hander at the top of the hill after the start. And the car cracked loose, and granted, I'd been cracking the car loose pretty much all night up to this point, but this is different. I was chasing the thing around the track and just could not catch it, man. I tried everything. I got all the way out of the throttle and just tried to let the thing roll back in, and it wouldn't. And by that time, I was already off in the dirt. So click it back into gear, just get it back on track, make sure I'm not going to run into anybody. Okay. And I toyed with the idea of keeping up with them, but at that point, I mean, all those guys have got laps that have got tires that are what, like 5, 6 laps newer than mine. So they were walking away from it, and I had just given them, what, probably 3 seconds. So yeah, at that point it was just a matter of keeping the car on the track and trying to keep Nicholas Otis, who is what I think he was like something like 6 seconds back. Just keep up enough pace where he doesn't become a problem. So again, I'm pouring the. At no point in this race did I back off until 5 laps to go. At the 5 lap mark, the rear tires just gave up. And I mean, I'm spinning the tires in third gear, and I did the big electric slide under braking going into what is it, turn 4A or turn 5, or I don't even know what they call it anymore. Or just from the mass of the car shifting forward under braking was enough to unhook the rear end, and I went sliding in there, fucking like a drift car, and yeah, it was ugly, but it's so then I'm asking myself the question now: would I have done it any differently? And hindsight being 2020, yeah, I probably would have waited till we got closer to the midway point to pit. But that goes back to my thinking during the race. It's like, well, if I had waited that long, I don't know. I would have to go back and look at the race from like a broader perspective to see if there was even any chance that I could undercut another car. In addition to Joey, I don't know who was running in front of us. This is the other thing. The whole time that I'm running behind Joey, there's nothing in front of him. There's one car way off in the distance. It might have been Guillermo. And I'm just watching this car get smaller and smaller and smaller off in the distance, while at the same time I'm staring at the back of Joey's car, and it's like I gotta make a decision, or I could miss an opportunity here. So yeah, it's tough, with just the information that I have available to me while I'm driving. I don't know if I'd run that race much different. I might have pitted a couple laps later. I don't know. It's tough. It's a really tough call. I'm not sure I don't know what I would do different. Even with the benefit of hindsight, I'm questioning if I would have treated this race any different. So yeah, that was a lot of fun though. That was a lot of fun. The car was super cool to drive, aside from the times that it wasn't. It got kind of snug in a couple places, like a lot of the really critical low-speed corners. There were times where I just had a tough time getting the car to turn. I might have been overdriving it too, but yeah, I was messing around with brake bias. The brake bias changes seem to help, because when you follow people, the car tends to kind of bind up. So the whole time that I was following Joey, I'm kind of like moving my brake bias forward, I think, just to give it more stopping power. And then after the pit stop, and I had fresh tires on the car, and I was all by myself in clean air, then I started rolling the brake bias back, and that was fine. I messed with the sway bars a little bit. That might have done a little bit, but I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, did it help? Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. I tried. But yeah, the car was a lot of fun to drive, and even though the plan, as I envisioned it in my head mid-race, didn't work out, it was still fun to try and get it to work. Because at the time you don't know, it's one of those deals where it's like, if you pull this off, I'm going to look like a hero. Well, today we weren't the hero, but we got a finish out of it, which is more than I could say for last week, so I'm good with it. I would have preferred to have been better. I said top 5 at the start of the race. Yeah, that was ambitious. But yeah, top 10, especially with car number 13 in a 14-car race. You know what? I don't think we can say we did bad today. So I'm going to end it there. Thanks a bunch for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take it easy. Have a good one.